Feel the magic under Keely's light. Hook in hand, we're gonna start today. Hook in love will show the way.
Hello, this is Keely Robertson from Hooking Love, and this week's stitch of the week is the shell stitch. So follow along and learn how to make it. And if you enjoy a new stitch every week, please feel free to subscribe and follow along. So for today's stitch, I am using an Aran weight cotton by Yarnsmiths, and this is in the colour Coral, and I'm going to use a 4.5mm hook. I could do a 5, I could probably do 5.5. I'm going to stick with a 4.5 hook. You use whichever yarn size suits you and what you have to hand and a suitable hook. Now with the shell stitch, for this particular shell, we're doing a 5 stitch shell, and we will need multiples of 6 plus 2. So any multiple of 6, so each multiple of 6 will give you 1 shell, and then you have your plus 2 for your turning chain. So I am going to do 6, 12, 18, 24, 26. So I will chain 26 and then come back to you. So you do the same, well, do whatever chain you want, but I'm chaining 26 for my sample. And I have chained my 26. So from here now, we're going to make our first row, our foundation row, using the foundation chain. I'm skipping my first stitch, well, my first chain, and I'm going into my second. So I go into the back bump, you do not need to do that. And I'm going to make a US single, which is the equivalent of a UK double. So I'm going into the stitch, drawing through, I've got 2 on my hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Now I'm going to skip 2 chains, so 1, 2, and then in this third one I'm going to place 5 US doubles, which is the equivalent of 5 UK trebles. So for that we're going to yarn over, we're going into the chain, so yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2, and we're going to do that 5 times because we're doing a 5 stitch shell. So 1, so again yarn over into the exact same space, draw a loop through, so we've yarned over again, 3 on the hook, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, so that's 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we're going to repeat this same structure all the way along. So we're going to skip 2 and place a single crochet, so US single, UK double, in the third one. And then we're going to skip 2, and then in the third we're going to put 5 US doubles, that's the equivalent of 5 UK trebles. Just get a bit more yarn. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so again skip 2, and then in the third single, skip 2, and in the third are 5 again. Excuse me. 5, 1, 2, and a single, 1, 2, and 5 again. Wow, I've already taught this to one of my classes this week, and uniformly everybody enjoyed it. So it'd be interesting to know if you enjoy doing it as well. So we've now got 3 chains left, so skip 2 again, and into the last one is our single again. Now, excuse me, that's a big sigh, wasn't it? So I have 4 4 shells. So if you remember, I did 6, 12, 18, 24 plus my 2, 26. That's why I've got 6. So it's quite easy for you to work out what it is that you need to do. Now, when you're looking at this, you should be able to tell that because we've missed 3, each set needs 6 stitches. So this is where our 6 stitches come from. And we needed 1 extra because we needed 1 extra for one of the single crochets, whether it's the start or the end, it doesn't really matter. If you wanted to, you can do a 3 shell stitch, a 4 shell, oh, that's easier said than done, 4 shell stitch. You could do 6, you could do 7, you can go to 10 if you wish to. And what you would do is you would increase the chain length to accommodate that. So if we have 6 chains for this particular one, if we wanted to go down 1 stitch, we'd remove one of the chains on the foundation. So hopefully if you were thinking about maybe changing this up and doing something yourself, you would get enough understanding of the stitches not to have to then try and find a pattern that has a 3 shell stitch or a 4 shell stitch. To be fair, I think a 5 shell stitch is about perfect. You know, it is a good number to really give a lovely effect. So that's our first row. We're going to move on now, and this time as we go along, we're going to have the stitches slightly offset. So the shell stitch they're going to sit in the top of that single crochet, that single crochet and that single crochet. So at the sides here we do a sort of a partial shell stitch, which hopefully you'll see how that works. We're going to do a partial shell stitch, and again, if you understand how you're making the stitches, then it makes it easy for you to follow. You can make a choice now, either chain 3 and turn, or turn and do a standing US double or a standing UK treble. Same stitch, just different name for it. I do a standing stitch, and I do have a tutorial on standing stitch. So if you want that, let me know, or if you find it, you can go and find it on the YouTube channel. But I'm going to do a standing stitch. I just think it looks neater and cleaner on the edge. So I've now done that standing stitch, and I'll say this is going to be a partial shell. So within the same space, so I'm in the top of the last stitch that I've made on the row below. So the first stitches we're going across. I'm going to place 2 more US doubles, which is the equivalent of UK treble. So 2 more. So that's going to be my partial shell. Now, then I'm going to skip 2 stitches. So I'm skipping 2. So there's a theme to the amount we skip. And in the third one, which is the middle of those 5, I'm placing a US single. So that's a UK double, US single, and I'm just placing a single crochet. I'm not chaining, I'm just going straight from doing those stitches into doing that one. I then skip 2 again, so I'm skipping 1, 2, and in this stitch, which is the single crochet from before, I'm placing my 5 US doubles, so my 5 UK trebles. So let me do that. So there's the 5. Okay, so you can see there that that's sitting in that one. Now we're going to skip 2 again, so 1, 2, and again we're going into that third one, which again is the middle there, and we're placing the US single, UK double, skip 2 and 5 again. So this is going to be, I'm just going to tighten that little stitch up. It looked just a little bit too loose for my liking. So that's 5. Again, skip 2, and in the middle one, put single, and then again skip 2, and I'm going to go for 5 down at this bottom one. So So there's a nice little flow to it. It's just getting it into that flow. Again, some ladies on Tuesday found it more challenging than others. There was some changing of hook sizes. Some preferred it in a slightly looser stitch. So you find your way, what you like. Now, so we're coming to the end, and that's our last stitch in the top of the 5. Now, this was the first stitch that we made. So that's the first stitch, which was a US single, UK double. So we're skipping 2 again, and into that stitch we're going to place 3 US doubles, 3 UK trebles. And then we're just going to have a look at this pattern. So hopefully you can see now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom row, and then in the top row, so the second row, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 partial ones for our 4. So what will happen now is we'll repeat this process. So we're going to do row 2. Well, we've just done row 2. We're going to do row 3, and then your repeats will be row 2 and 3. Okay. Effectively, row 2 is the same as your foundation row, but of course we're not into chains. We're going to be going into actual stitches. So at this point, you're going to chain 1. So at this end, chain 1. Flip your work, so turn your work, and 1 US single, UK double in the first. We're going to skip 2, and then in the third one, which again will be that single crochet, we're doing 5. So what will happen is you'll get to the point where you don't need to see. You don't need to be counting the stitches. You'll start to see where it is that you're going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, skip 2, and in the middle one, the US single, UK double, and then skip 2 and 5 again. And in terms of mindfulness, because I know a lot of us do this because it is good for, oh, I'm going slightly out of shot there, sorry, because it helps us from a mental health point of view. This is one where you can't necessarily just lose yourself in it. There is a bit of thinking going on, but at the same time, it's not a lot of thinking. Does that make sense? You're just like looking at where you're making your placement, and once you get into a flow, the difference in stitches and in texture, and moving from centrally placed to sort of side-on stitches, if you will, is quite therapeutic. As I say, I don't think there's anybody in Tuesday's class that didn't like this one. Be interesting to see how Thursday's class gets on with it, because you can guarantee that if one class likes it, another class might not, because like everything, we're all different, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you have chained 3 on this second row, I'm going into the top of my standing double. So I've got 1, 2. So this is my stitch that I'm going into. If you have chained 3, you are going into the top of the chain 3. So just be mindful of that and make sure it is the top of your chain 3. And that is our third row. So I'm going to carry on, and what you will do is you will do row 2. So row 2 is where you have your 3 stitches, so your half a fan here, if you will, 1 in the middle there, then you've got your 5 there, and then again you're going into 1, 2, the middle one there, 5 there, middle 1, 5, middle 5, and then you'll do this row, and you'll so forth and so on. So what I will do is I will do a few more rows so you can see what it looks like as it's grown a little bit. It's a really nice one to change colour on, so feel free to do that. And I shall come back and we'll have a look at it when it's got a few more rows on it. Here we are, and we have the shell stitch, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows on there. And hopefully you can see it's got a really lovely texture and it's quite close as well. I tend to think about it being sort of quite a lacy stitch when you think about the shell stitch, but actually it's quite a dense fabric when you make it up. There are obviously still like spaces like little fingers could get under, such as there, but the look of it is a lot denser than you would expect, or at least than I would expect. Maybe you wouldn't. So now that's what I have. I would love to see what you make. I can see that this being used in so many different ways. So traditional blankets, you can make scarves with it. I think this would make, you know, if you make in like a top or something like that, this would make a nice section to go at the top section of the top to give interest, and then move into a simpler stitch like a US double, UK treble. So I think that would work really well for this. So I would love to see what you do. Let me know how you get on. Any questions, feel free to get in touch, but otherwise, happy hooking.